Are you looking to customize your Valken SW-1 Blackhawk paintball marker? Valken can help you turn this into this with our do-it-yourself WTF Upgrade Kits. Valken now has 3 upgrade kits for the Blackhawk, including the Whiskey Kit, the Tango Upgrade Kit, and the Foxtrot Upgrade Kit. Before we get started, here are the tools you will need for the installation. Valken offers 3 different kits to choose from with 3 different handguards, which are all sold separately. Let's begin by removing the accessories. First, remove the feed neck by just opening the locking lever and slide it off. Then, remove the front sight by using a 3/32 inch Allen key and sliding the sight forward. Now remove the rear sight by loosening the retention nut and remove up and away, making sure not to lose those parts. Next, unscrew the bottom of the foregrip and slide it forward to remove. Now we're going to talk about installing the car stock. First, remove the 2 body screws using the 1/8 inch Allen key, and make sure to keep the screw in place underneath the body with your finger until the top half of the screw is removed. Continue using the 1/8 inch Allen key to remove the 4 receiver screws.
They don't like something they can't control.
Now gently separate the 2 halves of the receiver, only just enough to remove the back cap. Be careful because it is under spring tension. Then place the spring strut into the stock tube. Again, gently separate the 2 halves of the receiver just enough to push the stock into the receiver. If the shells will not fully close, first check that the bumper O-ring is in the proper position. Use the O-ring pick if needed. If the O-ring is in the proper position, remove the cocking lever cover, pull the bolt back, and remove the top shell cover. Check to make sure everything is in the proper position, like the detent was out of place as seen here. Once the stock is fully seated inside the receiver, replace the 4 receiver screws using the 1/8 inch Allen key. One of the 4 screws is longer than the others, and it goes in the bottom hole to the rear of the receiver. Finally, reattach the grip frame to the body using the 1/8 inch Allen key and the 2 body screws. Be sure to hold the bottom part of each screw in place while threading the screws back into place. Now it's time to assemble the handguard. Place the front end cap onto the barrel, but do not tighten yet. Now you can attach and insert the 2 handguard covers into the front end cap and around the barrel. Next, you will attach the end cap over the barrel and behind the handguard. Now, reinstall the O-ring and press it gently into the end cap until it is fully seated. Then screw the handguard and barrel assembly into the receiver smoothly, and make sure that you do not force it, or you may strip the threads. If you feel any resistance whatsoever, immediately stop and back it back out. Then screw back on slowly. While holding the front end cap in place, rotate the handguard so the top rail is pointed upward. Now it's time to use pencil marks to help align the front end cap properly before tightening. The first pencil mark goes around the top of the barrel, and the second mark is perpendicular to the first mark, making a cross. Next, you are going to completely remove and break down the handguard assembly to its basic components so we can tighten down the front end cap. Now, you are going to finalize the alignment of the front end cap with the 2 pencil marks that were made earlier. Using the 2.5mm Allen key, tighten the 2 set screws evenly, paying close attention to the barrel marks and spacing between the front end cap and the barrel. Keep in mind when tightening the set screws that you mind the gap between the barrel and front end cap. The gap needs to be even on both sides. Now that the front end cap is now secured, you will reinstall the handguard covers, rear end cap, and O-ring just like you have done before. Once you have reassembled the barrel assembly, slowly screw it back into the receiver, ensuring you don't force it. Once fully seated, the top rail of the handguard, barrel, and top of the receiver should all be in line with each other. Now, just in case you reinstall the handguard assembly and your pencil marks are misaligned, here are the steps to correct it. First, make new pencil marks. Next, you will remove the barrel and handguard assembly from the receiver and disassemble it down to its components, including the O-ring, end cap, and handguard covers. Then use the 2.5mm Allen key to loosen the set screws, realign the front end cap based on your new marks, and retighten the set screws. Once you have reassembled the barrel assembly, slowly screw it back into the receiver, ensuring you don't force it. Once fully seated, the top rail of the handguard, barrel, and top of the receiver should all be in line with each other. Up next is the installation of the Tango handguard, which only has some subtle differences from the Whiskey. First, line up the stud on the bottom handguard cover with the barrel. Then as you insert the top cover into the front end grip, you need to ensure the tabs on the side of the handguard are aligned as you snap it into place, and install the end cap and O-ring as normal. Next is the installation of the Foxtrot handguard, which is very simple. Just align the half-moon shaped cutout of the bottom handguard cover into the front end cap, and then do the same for the top handguard cover. Then install the other end cap and O-ring as normal. Now it's time to reattach the accessories. Slide the feed neck all the way forward and secure the locking lever. Reattach the front sight by sliding it onto the top rail and tightening the screw with the 3/32 inch Allen key. To reattach the rear sight, simply line up the stud on the bottom of the sight with the rearmost groove in the top Picatinny rail. Then attach and tighten the finger knob. Finally, reattach the foregrip with the stud on top of the grip aligned with the groove of your choice on the bottom rail. Then tighten the bottom of the grip until it is firmly held in place and ensure the finger grooves are pointed forward. And there you go, a fully installed whiskey upgrade kit for the Valken SW-1 Blackhawk paintball marker. Thanks for watching, and be sure to give us a like and comment below.